The Democratic Party is a social democratic political party in Italy. The party's secretary is Enrico Letta, who was elected by the National Assembly in March 2021, after the resignation of the former leader Nicola Zingaretti, while its president is Valentina Capi. The PD was established in 2007 upon the merger of various centre-left parties which had been part of the olive tree list in the 2006 general election. Mainly, the Social Democratic Democrats of the Left, merger of the Italian People's Party, the Democrats and Italian Renewal in 2002. Thus, the party's main ideological trends are social democracy and the Italian Christian leftist tradition. The PD has been also influenced by social liberalism and, more generally, third-way progressivism. Between 2013 and 2018, the Italian government was led by three successive democratic prime ministers, namely Enrico Letta. The PD was the second largest party in the 2018 general election, but the centre-left coalition came third. The party was returned to government in September 2019 with the Conte II cabinet as junior partner of the Five-Star Movement, and joined the National Unity Draghi cabinet, comprising also the League and Forza Italia. In February 2021, the party also heads 5 regional governments. Prominent Democrats include former leaders Walter Veltroni, Dario Franceschini, Maurizio Martina and Nicola Zingaretti, as well as David Sassoli, 4 prime ministers, 3 former leaders, as well as Francesco Rutelli, Pietro Grasso and Carlo Calenda. Following Tangentopoli scandals, the end of the so-called First Republic and the transformation of the Italian Communist Party into the Democratic Party of the Left in the early 1990s, a process aimed at uniting left-wing and center-left forces into a single political entity was started. In 1995, Romano Prodi, a former Minister of Industry on behalf of the left-wing faction of Christian Democracy, the Federation of the Greens and Democratic Union, the coalition in alliance with the Communist Refoundation Party, won the 1996 general election and Prodi became Prime Minister. In February 1998, the PDS merged with minor social democratic parties became Democracy is Freedom, the DAISY and the European Republicans movement. These launched a joint list named United in the Olive Tree, which ran in the election and garnered 31.1% of the vote. The project was later abandoned in 2005 by the SDI. In the 2006 general election, the list obtained 31.3% of the vote for the Chamber of Deputies. The project of a Democratic Party was often mentioned by Prodi as the natural evolution of the olive tree and was bluntly envisioned by Michel Salvage, a former centrist deputy of the DS, in an appeal in Il Foglio newspaper in April 2013. The term Partito Democratico was used for the first time in a formal context by the DL and DS, members of the Regional Council of Veneto, who chose to form a joint group named the Olive Tree, Venetian Democratic Party in March 2007. The 2006 election result, anticipated by the 2005 primary election in which over 4 million voters endorsed Prodi as candidate for Prime Minister, gave a push to the project of a unified centre-left party. 8 parties agreed to merge into the PD, while the DL agreed to the merger with virtually no resistance. The DS experienced a more heated final Congress. On the 19th of April 2007, approximately 75% of party members voted in support of the merger of the DS into the PD. The left-wing opposition, led by Fabio Mussi, obtained just 15% of the support within the party. A third motion, presented by Gavino Angius and supportive of the PD only within the Party of European Socialists, obtained 10% of the vote. Both Mussi and Angius refused to join the PDN. Following the Congress, founded a new party called Democratic Left. On the 22nd of May 2007, the organizing committee of the nascent party was formed. It consisted of 45 members, mainly politicians from the 2 aforementioned major parties and the leaders of the other 6 minor parties. Also leading external figures such as Giuliano Amato, Marcello De Cecco, Gad Lerner, Carlo Petrini and Talia Zivi were included. On the 18th of June, the committee decided the rules for the open election of the 2,400 members of the party's Constituent Assembly. Each voter could choose between a number of lists, each of them associated with a candidate for secretary. All candidates interested in running for the PD leadership had to be associated with one of the founding parties and present at least 2,000 valid signatures by the 30th of July 2007. A total of 10 candidates officially registered their candidacy. Walter Veltroni, Rosie Bindi, Enrico Letta, Furio Colombo, Marco Panella, Antonio Di Pietro, Mario Adinolfi, Pier Giorgio Gawonski, Jacopo Schettini, Lucio Cangini and Amerigo Rutagliano. Of these, Panella and Di Pietro were rejected because of their involvement in external parties, whereas Cangini and Rutagliano did not manage to present the necessary 2.0